In the late 2010s, a strange theory began circulating in the obscure corners of anonymous image boards. Users started noticing bizarre, repetitive loops in their social media feeds, the exact same images and identical replies surfacing over and over again. They concluded that the authentic, human-driven internet had quietly shut down around 2016. This idea evolved into the dead internet theory. The core premise was deeply paranoid. It claimed that a hyper-advanced entity, or a shadow world government, had replaced all organic human users with a sophisticated network of bots. The goal, according to the myth, was to keep humanity trapped in a closed-loop simulation designed to perfectly dictate consumer behavior and political thought. The theorists invented a fictional villain. But when academics and cybersecurity firms finally audited the network's structural telemetry, they found that the central observation beneath the paranoia, the large-scale displacement of human activity by automation, was actually happening. This chart tracks global web traffic over a 10-year period. For decades, digital infrastructure was scaled entirely around human population growth. But look at what happens here. According to telemetry from Imperva's BadBot reports, automated traffic officially crossed the 50% threshold in 2024. By 2025, bots initiated 53% of all global web requests, and that share continues to climb. This visualization shows the direct result of all that automated activity. When researchers at Stanford and the Internet Archive audited the actual surface web, they found that 35.3% of all newly published websites globally were generated entirely or assisted by artificial intelligence. We are living through a traffic inversion. What was once a human-to-human communication medium is transitioning into a machine-to-machine automation matrix. To understand how we navigate this space, we have to look closely at what happens when machines move from the background to the front of the network. Historic internet automation was relatively simple. It consisted of benign search engine crawlers and dumb scraping scripts following rigid rules. Today, we are dealing with agentic AI. These local bots possess autonomy, interacting seamlessly with websites, executing multi-step workflows, and mimicking human behavior. This flowchart illustrates exactly how these agents operate at scale. A competitor's AI agent browses a retailer's products, reads reviews, tests shipping rates, and abandons the cart to conduct pricing intelligence. To the retailer's analytics dashboard, this looks like a massive spike in genuine consumer interest. Marketing budgets are then spent on phantom traffic, supply chains overorder stock, and dynamic pricing algorithms fluctuate wildly in response to non-existent humans. While back-end infrastructure handles logic abuse, the public-facing web is drowning in engagement farming. Content farms utilize text-to-image models to flood social media with bizarre imagery, like the viral AI-generated Shrimp Jesus. Platforms financially reward this behavior through ad revenue sharing, paying accounts that trick algorithms into promoting low-quality synthetic media. This multiplying shape demonstrates a technological consequence known as model collapse. As AI content farms endlessly pump out derivative material, future large language models recursively train on synthetic output instead of human text. Over time, the algorithms degrade structurally, producing increasingly distorted and unreliable data. We have inadvertently incentivized an all-bot battle royale. AI models autonomously generate bizarre posts, and other AI bots autonomously generate replies to inflate the engagement metrics. The original dead internet conspiracy theorized a single global cabal controlling the simulation. The reality is highly decentralized. Isolated state actors are utilizing large language models to automate astroturfing, the deceptive practice of orchestrating a message to make it look like a genuine grassroots human movement. Operations like Russia's Storm 1516 and China's Spamiflage deploy AI to mass-produce hyper-partisan political articles and localize social media arguments. They calibrate messaging to exploit demographics and affirm prior beliefs. They do this at scale and at virtually zero cost. Deepfake technology has advanced to the point where visual glitches are largely absent. Academic meta-analyses show that human evaluators are now no better than random chance at identifying high-quality synthetic video. This saturation creates a dense fog of information, where any piece of media encountered online could conceivably be fake. This introduces the liar's dividend. When AI-generated content is everywhere, guilty politicians and corporate actors can establish plausible deniability. If a genuine, damaging video of them leaks, they simply claim it is a deepfake designed by their enemies. Weaponizing the internet doesn't require state actors to convince you of a lie. It only requires them to systematically destroy your ability to recognize truth. The psychological toll of navigating this environment has a name: AI credibility fatigue. Consumer surveys indicate an overwhelming majority of digital natives feel actively exhausted by the constant requirement to verify if the information they are reading, watching, or listening to actually exists. Yet, audience analytics reveal a fascinating countertrend. When users encounter highly analytical, human-authored content that requires deep critical thinking, they binge it. The data shows people actively seeking out long-form, thoroughly researched material because it establishes a deep parasocial trust that synthetic media structurally cannot replicate. Millions of others are simply logging off. Research indicates massive demographics are taking extended social media breaks, driving a retail surge for tactile, offline experiences. Searches for analog hobbies, like the guided yarn kits seen here, skyrocketed by 1,200% among younger cohorts. People are deliberately using physical hobbies as a mental health intervention against algorithmic doom-scrolling. In an automated digital landscape, verifiable human friction and physical reality are suddenly the ultimate luxuries. To combat the hollow web, the technology sector is building new cryptographic standards. The Coalition for Content Provenance and Authenticity has rolled out hardware-level credentials that permanently attach a verified origin to digital media before it ever reaches a social feed. Network architects are simultaneously deploying proof-of-personhood protocols. By utilizing local biometric scanners to generate complex cryptographic math, the goal is to establish Sybil resistance, preventing a single AI agent from generating thousands of fake identities. This infrastructure is designed to carve out verifiable, human-only digital sanctuaries. But technological barriers fail without cognitive resilience. Global educational frameworks are already adapting. Finland successfully integrated information literacy campaigns into its national core curriculum. By exposing students to the mechanics of deception across subjects like math and art, they create an active resistance to digital disinformation. The internet didn't die like a computer being unplugged. It died exactly like a vibrant biological ecosystem dies when it is systematically paved over by an industrial machine. Navigating the future requires rebuilding digital trust from the ground up, protecting the specific signatures that prove